This is Zeynep. Welcome back. Today we'll be practicing an exercise that strengthens the outer hips and works on the core and balance. It's a vinyasa flow. It's an intermediate level flow. You would need a block. If you don't have a block at home, you can use a cookbook that has a hard cover, or you can use any thick book that's firm and sturdy. You need a strap, and if you don't have a strap, you can get a belt or a scarf or maybe a fabric, a t-shirt with you. So please do pause the video, go get your stuff, and come back. We'll be waiting for you here. So today's practice will be themed in a way that will start with the Shavasana and we'll end with Shavasana as well. So don't worry, you'll have it twice, not once today. We'll start with Shavasana, we'll do some stretching, and then we'll start with ground, without floor, core, followed by surya namaskars and other transmissions. Surya namaskar A and B. We'll have like hip openers. We'll have transition from warrior 2 to half moon, and we'll have very interesting balance postures that include chair, one leg chair, and warrior threes. Hope you'll enjoy the practice. So let's start and begin our practice today with Shavasana. Lying down on your back. I'll demonstrate with you. So we lie down on the back, on the mat. Please don't fall asleep. Just relax, palms facing the sky. Feel your body and close your eyes. Start to shift your awareness inside the room and inside to your body. We'll be holding this for 1 minute, so relax and release. As you inhale, expand your belly and deepen your breath. And exhale, release out. Feel how the spine, the curve of the spine, change with the movement of the body with the breath. Each time, deepening your breath furthermore. Breathing is through the nose. So we inhale through the nose and exhale out through the nose. And now, slowly bring your knees to your chest. And hug the knees to the chest. If you're strapped or belt or whatever you've got, the shirt is a bit far, please get it handy close to you. Hug the knees to the chest and make circles with the lower back. Maybe move from right to left. Maybe hold the knees and do the circles. Grounding your lower back all the way, printing your lower back all the way to the floor. Now switch the circle, don't forget. Always we want to be symmetrical. Although our body is not symmetrical, but we want to have strength, equal strength on both sides. Okay, now taking an inhale, hug your right knee to the chest. Lower your left foot down all the way. So as if you are now in a one-leg chair pose. The left leg is bent, the right leg is all the way towards your chest. Hugging in. Take an inhale, bring your strap and wrap it around the sole of your right foot. Spread your toes and extend the leg. Hold the strap. I want your elbows to be active. So make sure that your elbows are not bent. They are just extended for the time being. Your shoulders are away from the ears and they're grounding, they're not lifting up. Sometimes we strain so much that we lift the shoulder off to shorten the distance. No, we don't want this. We're just stretching. We're still at the beginning of the practice. Your toes are spread, they're active, the foot is active. You're feeling the stretching at the hamstring. So extending the elbows, pushing the shoulders away from you. Keep breathing. You can keep your eyes closed if you want here. Notice your hips, they're leveled. Don't extend your leg yet. In 2 more breaths, we will do So please be patient and stay with us. Now, keeping your hips the way they are, you can start to extend your left leg, flexing the toes of your left leg, so activating, making sure that you don't round and press the hip all the way to the floor. It's just like having a hand to toe stand here. Keep holding, keeping the level of the hips. Maybe you can bring the knee closer to your body now. Keep activating. Last breath. Now bend the knees to the chest, release the strap, and lower the right leg and strap the left leg, lift it up. So remember, the first round, the knee is still bent. Extend, push, open, activate. So imagine you're pushing the ceiling away from you, or you have something like a box on the sole of your foot and you just want to keep it up. Activate here. Shoulders away from your ears, relaxed on the floor, on the mats. And your elbows are extended, so we're not bringing. When we bend the elbows, it means we're bringing the leg towards the body, we're stretching more. So just keep them extended for the time being. Take a deep inhale, extend the right leg, flexing the toes, activating and making sure that the hip is straight and level. Always remember, when you have some choppy breathing and you need a break, please go to child's pose. You can modify any of the poses to your own degree. This is your practice, this is your own personal experience, so it's unique. It's tailored to you. Now take a deep inhale and start bending both knees to the chest. Release the strap. We don't need it no more, so just place it away from you. Hug the knees to the chest. Hug yourself. And now extend both legs up to the ceiling. Make sure the inner arches of your feet are touching. Your toes are spread wide. Your legs are straight. I don't want them bent, they're just straight. Interlace the hands behind the head. The shoulders are open. Take a deep inhale here, and on your exhale, lift off the ground, shoulders off the ground, belly button into the spine, into the ground, so your back is firmly attached to the mat as one piece. No crunching in the shoulders, no rounding in the shoulders. We're just opening the chest, lifting up as if we're reaching up towards the sky. We are not going forwards, we're going up. Take a deep inhale here. Lower your right leg to your own degree, maybe halfway, maybe 3/4 of the way, maybe an inch off the ground. Exhale, lift it up. Keep it in place. Keep the lift in the body. And inhale, lower the left leg down all the way, maybe an inch off the ground, maybe 3/4 of the way on your own level. Exhale it up. Keep moving. Inhaling down and exhaling up. Inhaling down. Pause in the center. Exhale up. Make sure they're in the same place. They're not moving and they're not bent. You can modify and bend it, but for today we don't want to bend them unless you have a health condition. So try not to go all the way if it's a bit challenging. Let's do 7 more on each side. After this round, let's count. 1, lift up on the exhale, and lower 2. First round is done. 1, lift up, and lower for 2. 1, lift up, and lower for 3. Great. Other side, keep doing it. Keep the opening in the chest. and lift up the shoulder off the ground. You should feel it now in your abs. You don't have to rush and make it quick. You can do it slower. You have 2 more rounds. Keep the opening in the chest, shoulders lifting off, extending the legs. Last round. And hug the knees to the chest. Bring your right leg on top of your left and thread your needle pigeon. Lift your head, bring the knee. Maybe you can touch your foot. That's where you are, the stretch opening, and relax. Shoulders away from the ears, touching the mat. You can stay here, or maybe you can extend and bring it closer to the body. So play with it. Here, you can do the thing that best suits you. Inhale here, rest back, and switch the cross. So, first option is to hold the back of the thighs. Option 2 is to around the chin, the shins. And option 3 is to extend your leg and bring it closer to the body, opening the knee away from the body. So we're having like an inviting feeling. Like you're inviting your right leg closer to the body and pushing away your left, opening the hip. Keep the flex in your left leg and the activation in your right leg if it is stretched all the way up. Inhale here, hug both knees to the chest. Exhale, cross the legs and come up to Sukhasana, easy pose. Sit nice and tall. Take a deep inhale, circle the arms up overhead, and on the exhale, extend forwards and fold all the way slowly, engaging your core, and then extend the hands and fold to the floor. Here you can use your block or your book or whatever and support your head if you like. Shoulders always away from the ears. We tend to pull ourselves forwards by having our shoulder closer to the ears. So try to keep your shoulders away from the ears and lower down, lengthening with the back, avoiding the rounding of the back. So if you round, lift up and stay halfway. They're all yoga, halfway, full way. It's just like wearing clothes. Each one has his own style, his own size, his own favorite color, his own designer. So don't compare yourself. Enjoy. You are a flower. You have your nice scent, a nice color. You're focused within, not by comparing outside. Now slowly walk your hands to the right side. Keep low. Stay low here. And maybe you can bring your left hand on top of the right. Stretch here. Keeping the hips leveled on the ground. Try not to bring your left hip with you. And now walk back to center and then all the way to the left side of the body. So we're stretching to the left. This time the right hand comes on top. Keeping the right hip in place. Let's come back to center. Walk back and change the cross. We need to do symmetrical, so change the cross. Inhale here, circle the hands up. Remember, we are hinging forwards all the way from the waist down, keeping the hips grounded. Maybe you can stay here for this round or start walking the hands and then lowering the chest all the way down. Keep your hands active, elbows off the ground. This time we'll go to the left side first. So walk yourself all the way to the left and stretch. Now walk yourself all the way to the middle, baby steps, and then go to the right side. Take a deep inhale, walk back to center, and then slowly, slowly roll all the way and lengthen spine, sit nice and tall. Now I have to turn, so you're at the top of the mat, you stay in your place. If you turn, please go to the top of the mat, coming to on all four. Coming to an all four position, let me tuck myself in. Okay. Hands under the shoulders, they're stacked under. The knees are closer to each other than usual, so they're not under the hips, they're closer to each other. Push the floor away. You can keep a tuck in your toes if you want, or you can untuck depending on your comfort. Engage your core, activating your core here, so there's no rounding or arch in the back. No valleys, no hills, nothing. We're straight, we're pushing the ground away, shoulders away from the ears. Take a deep inhale. On your exhale, flex your right toes and open the hips in line, so your knee is in line with your hip. Hold it here. Try to balance. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, lower down. Inhale, lift up, hold here, and exhale, close. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale, lift up, exhale, close. 1 more time. This time we'll hold it here, and we try to extend the leg. Push the floor, push something in line. Keep your knee in line with your hips. I know you have to engage your core in here. Maybe lower the leg down and check whether it's in line with the hips or not, because we have a tendency to take it back. So if it was back, please walk it all the way to be just in a straight line with the hips. Make sure you have space behind next to you. I don't, so I'm going to scoot over here for the practice only, for it to have some space. So take a deep inhale, lift the leg back again, and now this time extend your left arm all the way to the side. Hold in here for 4, 3, activate, 2, and 1. Great. Lift the right leg forward 1 more time, and now round and bring it all the way up to your nose. Hold it for 4. Lift your heel. So try to lift the heel up for 2. For 1, extend. Keep your hips leveled, abs still engaged, pressing the back of the room. Extend the the left, which is the opposite, hand to the front. Lengthen, take an inhale. Notice your heartbeat. It's getting faster, we have balance, and now lower it down. We'll do the other side, so I'll turn so you can see. Hands under the shoulders, knees closer than the hip width apart, so just to find your balance, take a deep inhale, open your left leg all the way in line with your hips, and lower it down. Inhale, open, exhale down. Inhale, activating, you'll feel it in your abs and your core. Exhale down, inhale, lift up, hold, maybe extend. Let's do the check, lower down. So even if it was back, it does not mean you're bad or something. It's just we cheat. We like to find an easy way in everything. Maybe you can tuck the back toes to find balance. Lift it up, extend. Hold it for 4, 3, 2, and come back. Bring the knee all the way to your nose. lifting the heel up, rounding the back, pushing the floor away for 2, 1. Now extend and flex, engage, lengthen. Feel yourself, you're like a hooper. You might not be, but just feel it. Imagine yourself. And now slowly, slowly lower down. Great job. Now from here, we'll tuck our toes and lift back to downward facing dog. Keep a bend in your right knee. Your chest is close to your thighs. Your shoulders away from your ears. You're pressing the weight on your index and thumb fingers. Your heels are in line with your toes. Your hips are hip distance apart. Engage your lower abs. So we have a tendency to have an arch in our down dog. Please try to engage by tucking a little bit your tailbone in. That will help you to activate your lower abs. Take an inhale, now switch on the exhale, stretching the back of the right hamstring, keeping the chest close to the thighs. Hips are squared, they're leveled. Inhale, let's switch one more round. It feels really good to stretch, especially after a long day. And now exhale and switch. Remember, practicing yoga in the early morning feels different from midday and from at night. At night, usually our body is open, but our mind is busy. In the morning, our body is a bit clogged and stiff from sleep and still not warm yet, but our mind is calm. Now bring both knees to the chest and try to extend both legs all the way down. Maybe your heels might not reach. It's okay. If they don't reach and you feel like, oh, there's discomfort in that, what is that? While I'm staying here, just bend the knees and stay. That's great. Imagine the lines of energy, they're going up and then down. Take a deep inhale. Now open your legs wider than the hips, and walk your hands all the way back to the back of the mat, sitting to Malasana. Here, your block or your book would be handy, so you can just sit on your book, or you can sit on your block. So let me get one for demonstration purposes. We'll sit on. Okay, here we are. Wow, that feels good. Now, I don't want you to press the knees out. No. Keep your hands to the floor. Lift the chest up, extend your back and lengthen your spine. Take an inhale. Now bring your left triceps to the inner of your left knee and open the chest, your right hand to the waist. Imagine your heart is opening now. The left side of our body is closed. So imagine you're letting the energy to get into your heart. So you have to open the chest in a way you let the heart be exposed, right? And now slowly, slowly start to extend your hands all the way and get the energy. Grab whatever is not coming. Opening it here, maybe your left hand can open even to the side. Try not to change the hips. Stay here. Take a deep inhale, and on the exhale, close and relax. Inhale, just do the other side. So triceps to the right knee, right triceps, right knee. We're opening now. The heart is open, but we want the other side of the body to be open as well, right? So we just turn, twist, and then extend. You can gaze up or you can gaze down. Doesn't matter. Just relax your neck. Okay, come back. Now interlace your hands together and lift up all the way to the ceiling. Lift up and enjoy. You can stay if you're on the block, that's just great. Or maybe you can do it without a block. Let's do it one more time. Inhale. We'll put the left hand in and we open the chest all the way to the sky. Getting and gathering, harvesting as much as we can, collecting as much as we can energy from the sky. And having it in with our inhales, exhaling all the excessive energy we don't need. Switch sides. center. Interlace your palms together and turn them up to the ceiling. Have a nice stretch, maybe wiggle, wiggle, wiggle if you want. Take a deep inhale, and now let's walk to downward facing dog. Adjust your legs. Take a deep inhale, gaze forward, and walk all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, come halfway flat back, and then place your hands all the way to your waist. Your elbows are pointing to the sky. Take an inhale, lengthen here. Exhale, fold in, bend knees maybe, and then inhale, come 1 unit up to standing straight in Tadasana. Surya Namaskar A. First round you'll do it together, and then 2 rounds you'll do it on your own speed. So take an inhale, circle the energy up overhead, lengthen the spine, maybe gaze up, exhale, swan dive all the way forwards. You can use your blocks, remember, for the forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine, engage, feel the neck is in straight line with the spine. Exhale, fold in. And then bend the knees, take the legs all the way to plank. First round, no hop. No need to hop now. Hold your plank here for 1 minute. Let's be on the clock. So here, I want you to push the floor away from you. Activate even the heels. They are pushing, the toes are firmed. The inner thighs are working. Your tailbone, it's not out, it's tucked in. Your collarbones are lengthening. You're gazing forwards, but not all the way without bending the neck. It's like a 20 degrees angle. Holding plank, activating here. Maybe you might shiver. Maybe you would like to lower the knees. That's all fine. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, last couple of breaths. Inhale here, exhale, shift forward, lower down chaturanga. Make sure that your body is in line, not below the chest, just in line with your elbows, and come to up dog or to cobra, depending on your practice. You can pick and choose. I like the first round to be cobra, but today I just did up dog. Anyways, take a deep inhale. Let's round all the way to downward facing dog on our exhale. Now for the second and third round, we're not going to hold plank for a minute or 30 seconds, nothing. We just go 1 breath per move to warm the body. Still, this round we'll walk to the top of the mat, and then you have the option to jump. Maybe you can bring one leg at a time and then followed by the other. That's all fine. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise and shine. Exhale, hands to the heart. Are you ready? Let's do it. Round 2. I look like a nerd with the shirt tucked in. I know. It's so funny. Take a deep inhale. And then lower down all the way, swan dive on your exhale. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, fold in. You can jump all the way to chaturanga or take plank. Just make sure you're landing safely. Inhale, open the chest to cobra or up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hold it for a breath or 2. Stretching and activating. Pull your body. Take a deep inhale, gaze forward. Bend the knees. Maybe bend the elbows and come all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale here. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise and shine. Exhale, I'll be quiet. You'll do your cycle alone. Go with your own breath. And we'll meet at downward facing dog. You can always skip vinyasas during the class, though this one does not have much vinyasas today. It's just one warm-up. We have surya namaskar B as well, 3 times, and that's it. Now in this downward dog, don't move forward. Hold your down dog here. Take a deep inhale. and deeper exhale. Just hold it here. Maybe inhale through the nose. Exhale, side out. Inhale. Maybe you can do lying breath. Exhale. So do whatever makes you happy and releases all the tension in your body. Okay, take an inhale, right leg lifts up to the sky, and on your exhale, right leg between the hands. We'll be doing warrior two. So I'm going to turn just to see you. So find the stability, don't be on a tightrope. If you don't feel comfortable, take a deep inhale here. I like to cartwheel the hands all the way to warrior two. We'll be moving from warrior two to half moon in that transition. First, we'll hold our warrior, making sure our alignment is right. So I care about lengthening of the sides of the body and tucking the tailbone in, relaxing the shoulders down, opening the knees and making sure they are on top of your ankles. Now, how deep you can go? You can go 90 degrees, you can go like this, it's fine, it's all the same. Listen to your body and be patient. Extend the hands, relaxed hands, remember. Just open here. Hold it for 2 more breaths. And now, slowly, slowly start to come forwards as if you're trying to get something. Shorten your stance, lighter weight on the left leg. Keep the stability and the foundation. Always remember that's your foundation. So when you have a foundation, you need lots of cement to be able to hold the pose. Keep the opening in the chest. So we're still open with our chest. Light on the toes. We take a deep inhale. Come up. Still, if you have a block handy, get your block with you. I'll get mine. And I'll place it just outside my right foot. Opening the chest here into half moon. And now, I want you to bend the knees. Maybe you can release your hands for challenging the balance. And inhale, try to extend. Exhale, bend. Let your fingertips touch the floor and extend. But keeping a micro bend, keep the opening, keep the engagement. Maybe you can place your hands to your waist. And then extend. 2 more. Lower and extend. Last time. Lower. If you lose your balance, just it's okay. And extend. Put a nice smile. We'll have lots of balances today. So micro bend in your knee, opening the chest, and holding the full expression. You can lower your hands down or keep them off the ground. Take a deep inhale, wrap your hand around your waist and come down all the way to warrior two, one hand. Take an inhale, let's take a revolved warrior, and then we cartwheel, hands down, and we'll be doing, I'm turning a lot, downward facing dog, so that you can see me and not see my back. Great. Inhale, lift your left leg up and let's do warrior two. So knee to nose and then lower down. Align yourself, make sure your knee is on top of your ankle, your toes are widespread, they're comfortable, they're relaxed, they're firm, they're active, and then you can come to warrior two. Making sure not hinging to the side for the first time. Here, we're holding it with a straight alignment, opening externally, rotating and holding here, getting back to our breath. Hold your warrior two here for a couple more breaths. Take an inhale. Let's try going to the same thing on the other side with a different way. Let's try to wrap our hands down, and maybe this time, or let's keep it on the waist. Okay, and now come with your hands down. So your block is close by the left outer side of your foot, and then Keep light leg, firm left leg, open the chest. Don't put the weight. I don't like to put weight on my hand. Otherwise, I want to be able to lift it off the ground. So if you don't put weight on your left hand, you will force yourself to engage your core. And that's when you'll keep the opening and the core there and you'll get there easily. This is a trick and out of practice. If I put my hand here and I push up, it'll be very difficult and challenging for me to lift that thing off. I'll go wobbly, it's like, what's going on? So stay light in your hand and firm in your leg. Focus on a point. And I know when you know the flow, it's easier. When you practice someone you don't know the flow, this side is easier because you know what we're going to. The brain is ready. So you know we're going to half moon, and then you can keep your hand on your waist, find your balance, activate here, open the chest, and then we can just bend the knee and lift up. So if you lose your balance, it's okay. Always remember, you can touch and lift. Keep the engagement active. Touch and lift. Maybe extend the other hand up to the sky. One more before we hold the full expression. Now hold it here. Imagine you're leaning on a wall, you're being supported, so your leg is in line, you can see your toes. Take a deep inhale, and on your exhale, softly land to warrior two. Wrap around your hand, extend and revolve it. Inhale here, come back to downward facing dog. Take a breath or two. And down dog. You can go to child's pose if you like. Shoulders away, abs engaged. Heels are pushing down even if they're not. Imagine you're descending them, you're lowering them now all the way until one day they reach the mat. Now bend the knees, gaze forward and up all the way to the top of the mat or walk. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, fold in. Inhale, rise and shine. Exhale, hands to the heart. Let's set our intention. We're done with the warm-up series. We'll go to the second warm-up series, which is surya namaskar P. But first, let's set our intention for today's practice. I think because we're working on strengthening our outer hips, so it's more into emotional. So maybe you're strong, you're kind, you're compassionate, you're being loved. Something like that would work nice. We're strengthening the outer hips and working on the lower back. So if you have a weak lower back, this is the perfect exercise to strengthen and be strong here. Bring your toes together, take a deep inhale, circle the hands up and sit down in chair on your exhale. Make sure that you can see your toes from your knees. So if the knees are forwards, it means you can't see your toes and you have to push your weight back to your heels, lengthening the spine. Bring the hands to your heart. Hold your chair here maybe, or you can extend the hands, it does not matter. Take a deep inhale, sing, exhale, surya namaskar B 3 times. You can have warrior one or crescent. Exhale, inhale, and then you can hop back to plank. You can skip vinyasa. We're just still warming the body with the second warm-up series. Inhale, leg up, bring it all the way forwards. Maybe you can take crescent lunge if you have lower back issues, or maybe you can take warrior one. So make sure of your alignment is done at the right position. Inhale here, just one breath. Exhale, you can do your plank with lifted leg and lower down. Lift the cobra, or you can lower your knees down. Choose your variation. We'll go directly to the other side, rounding knee to nose, and then lowering down. Adjusting yourself, maybe scooting the left leg out, lowering the heel off the back leg, lifting up. Inhale here, warrior one. Exhale, lower down. On the same out breath, do your vinyasa. Inhale to up dog, and then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale here and exhale. On your next inhale, bend the knees, gaze forward, exhale up to the top of the mat. Inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, chair pose. And exhale, hands to the heart. 2 times by yourself. Inhaling to chair. Exhale. Inhale. Hop or skip. Press back up. And downward facing dog. Take an inhale, knee to nose, all the way to warrior 1. Last round. We'll meet at the top of the mat. So when you reach at the top of the mat, stand in Tadasana. Close your eyes. Feel the energy coming up all the way from the ground to the crown of your head. And now in a circular motion. Our heart rate is up, our body is warm. Maybe you might be sweating. Now slowly, slowly open your eyes. Keep your legs hip-width distance apart. Stay at the top of the mat, unless you have a table in front. Take an inhale, and on your exhale, sit down in chair. Inhale here, bring the hands all the way to your waist. Lengthen your spine. Lengthening the spine, so try to avoid too much tucking in or pushing your sit bones up, out. So lengthening the spine, engaging, feeling your body like a sandwich. It's stacked and it's not floppy and sloppy where all the food comes out. Take a deep inhale now. Shift the weight to your right leg and slowly, slowly bring on the exhale your knee to your nose or up to your chest. Maybe sink a little bit deeper. Take an inhale. Keep the leg up and extend the standing leg. And now inhale, lift the hands up. And on your exhale, sit down to chair one more time without lowering the leg down. And now lower to chair pose. Let's try it on the other side. So shift the weight. Make sure you found your balance by focusing on a point that we call drishti. It's nice to focus on something It calms the mind. So balance is excellent to calm your mind. Take an inhale. Come up, hands still on the waist. Lift up. All the way. And now sit with two chair, one leg chair, right leg lifted, and it's not falling. And the right hand and both hands are up in the sky. Great job. Sink deeper maybe. And now lower down to chair pose. Inhale here. Fold on your exhale. Inhale, halfway flat back. On the exhale, go back to plank without hopping. So one leg at a time. Plank pose. Take an inhale here, and on your exhale, right leg goes all the way to the left. Inhale, extend. Exhale to the nose. Inhale, extend. Exhale to the left. Inhale, extend. Exhale, all the way, passes through. Great job. Stay here in crescent and runner's lunge. So, we're not going up all the way to crescent lunge. We're just having our hands like wings beside us, beside our waist. Lengthen, engage your abs. Feel your abs lifting off your thighs. Hips are squared. You can keep your hands on your waist. Take an inhale. Remember your foundation. Foundation now for the time. It is our both front and back legs. But soon it will be only our front leg. So imagine that in your body. My back leg is going to be light. So I'm lifting up and I'm lowering down. Let's do that one more time. Lift up and lower down. Lift up and lower down. Two more. Lift up and lower down. One more. Lift up and lower down. Last time. Hold it here. And now, bring that knee all the way to the chest. Lift it up. And rise your hands up overhead. Take an inhale here on your exhale. One leg chair. Go deeper, deeper, deeper. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, lower down to chair. Let's try the other side. So, take an inhale, hands to the waist, to the heart, wherever you feel comfortable. Maybe try the heart this time. So lifting your right leg up, balancing on your left, focusing on a point. Take an inhale here, exhale, extend the leg, and now hands overhead. Inhale here, exhale, sit back to chair. Now lower down. Take an inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, take it back all the way to plank. Hold plank. Keep breathing. Never hold your breath. Always remember you can lower your knees down. Take an inhale, lift your left leg all the way to the right. Press back to the nose. Press back to the right. Press back. And then all the way passes through. Remember, we're not lifting to crescent, we're staying in runner's lunge. We're having our hands beside our waist. Take an inhale here, start getting lighter, and press back. Lighter, and press back. Keeping the legs, the hips squared, and press back. Two more, and press back. Last one. Hold here, maybe lift up, press back. Great job. Lift up, bend the knee, lift it up. Great job. And now hands overhead. Inhale, exhale, one leg chair. Woo. Find your balance. Inhale here, lower down, sink deeper. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, rise. Hands to the heart. We'll be doing round number 2. So if you'd like to have a sip of water, please go ahead. You can pause or you can just continue with us. So we're still with that one leg chair. The flow is moving with the one leg chair. This time we'll change the plank and the legs. So take an inhale, hands overhead maybe from the beginning. Exhale, sit down to chair, shifting the weight to the right side, lifting the left leg up. Inhale, stand up. Exhale, sit down. In chair, maybe deeper. Inhale here. Exhale, take it all the way to warrior 3 this time. Warrior 3. And lift back up to 3-legged chair. Take it back to warrior 3. But keep the bend in your leg. And back to chair. I know, it's wobbly. Take it back to warrior 3. I know I didn't forget the planks. They're coming. And press back. Take it back to warrior 3. If you're wondering, they're still there. Take it up. Great job. Lift both hands up if they're not, and lower down. Let's do the other side. Just getting a break off planks. Right leg lifts. Take a deep inhale, sink deeper on the exhale. And now open to warrior 3. Keep the hands extended. And lift up. Wee, feel the difference. Let's feel the difference maybe. Be dynamic in your movement. Maybe you can explore it back. 2 more. Now sit down, chair pose, take an inhale, exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway flat back, exhale, press back to plank. Now you can lower one hand at a time or lower both hands down at the same time. So you're on your forearms. Take an inhale here and exhale, hold your forearm. So remember, we're tucking in, we're not arching the back, we're tucking our tailbone in, pushing the floor with our elbows under the shoulders. Now some prefer to bring both hands in a prayer position or they're interlaced, that's fine. It's just preference. We'll start by rolling to the right side, opening to side plank. Holding it here, finding the lift in your chest. Toes together and heels apart. You can have your top leg all the way to the front to support you, or you can have the down leg to relax. So find your type of forearm plank. Hold it here for 4, 3, 2, come back to plank, forearm plank. Inhale here, exhale, open the chest, find your variation. The front top leg could be in front, or the bottom leg could be down. So just keep the opening in the chest, keep the lifting here, that's what matters. Your body is in line. Take a deep inhale and exhale. You can gaze up for 4 or down for 3, 2, and 1. Circle and come back to forearm plank. Take an inhale. Now lift your both hands simultaneously to downward facing dog. Oh yeah, that's nice. Take an inhale here. Exhale, hop all the way to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway flat back. Exhale, fold. Rise and shine. With no chair this time. Exhale, hands to the heart. Back to our chair. To Utkatasana, one-legged Utkatasana. So, take an inhale. On your exhale, sink down, sit deeper, maybe, or to your own level, hands to the waist, to the heart, or overhead, shifting the weight to the right, lift up. Inhale here. Exhale, this time, Extend the leg and take it all the way to warrior three. Keep the hips squared, focusing on a point. Abs engaged. Bend the knee all the way so your chest touches your thighs. And extend. That's one. Lower down. And extend for two. Lower down. Extend for three. Lower down. Extend for four. Lower down. Extend for five. Now, hold the full expression hands to your side, to the prayer, or to the front of the mat. Take an inhale here, lower both hands down, and keep your hips squared. So we don't want to lift in the hips are leveled. Just we're folding, we're stretching. Maybe you can here practice your hops, your handstand, or maybe you can come, bring your hands forward and shift your weight to your tippy toes, pressing the floor away. Take a deep inhale on your exhale. Bring your knee to the chest, lifting off the ground. Lift the chest up and come all the way to one-legged chair. Inhale, lower down, rise up, exhale, other side. Inhale here, exhale, let's go to warrior three. So, we're at warrior three. Bring the chest to the thighs, let them touch, and extend. Chest to thigh, let them touch, and extend. 3 more to go. You can always hold on something. It will give the same effect, trust me. Or maybe you can place your hands on your thighs. Lift up, take an inhale, lower down to split. Remember, the leg is in place, pressing away. Your hands come forward, just under the shoulders, shifting the weight. You can take hops, or maybe handstand, or maybe staying here. Just lifting up and gazing forwards between your thumbs. Take an inhale, exhale, knee to the chest. All the way, lift up to chair, one-legged, and then lower down. Here, exhale, fold, and stretch. So here, you can hold your big toe with a peace finger and bend your elbows and stretch the hamstrings. We're in the cool down series, so the roller coaster ride is near an end. We're going down the hill. We've enjoyed the scenery uphill, and now we're going back home. Always the way back home is shorter. So take an inhale here, halfway flat back. On your exhale, go back all the way to downward facing dog. Inhale, your right leg forwards, your knee to your wrist, and then go down to pigeon pose. So you can place a block under your right hip to make them leveled. It's smart to use a block. It's a way of improvement. Your front leg could be flexed if it is 90 degrees. Otherwise, if it's inside, it's okay not to be flexed. Take an inhale here. Bring your hands by your side. Raise and open the chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, fold. Maybe you can try it without touching the floor. So take a deep inhale, open. Exhale, just extend. Inhale, open. Exhale, maybe lower down all the way to the floor. With your variation of pigeon pose. So making sure your hips are leveled. Your front leg is flexed. Your body is aligned. Many ways I see people like they have their spine twisted, like going to one side. So try to be straight line. it with your body. And now slowly, slowly come out. Tuck your toes, back leg, lift the knees off. I want you to lift the leg and then press back to downward facing dog. Maybe you can walk your dog, let the energy to flow back. Feel the energy there, feel the difference between both of your legs. Take an inhale, bring your left leg all the way to the front of the mat, pressing back with your right leg, making adjustments first. So you don't have to, my leg has to be flexed 90 degrees. There's no such thing. You don't have to. There's no such thing. You can stay here 90 degrees and stay up. It's up to you. Take an inhale, remember? Like this. Sorry. Exhale. Maybe fold. Inhale. You can release the hands forwards and back. Or you can keep them on the floor. Just to warm your body. Maybe you can touch the back of your body. And then slowly, slowly come down all the way. Even your hips, they're not symmetrical, so maybe you might find your right leg is 90 degrees, your left leg is not. The front, I'm saying, when it's at the front. So just listen and love your body. Be kind, be compassionate with it. Your body is a thing that you'll have with you as long as you're there. So it's your vessel, it's your container, it's your source of movement. Take care of it, love it. If you love something, you get excited about it, just like buying something. That feeling of like when people buy, although I'm not that type of person, you just take care of your new phone or new car and you don't want it to be scratched, you don't want to have accidents with it. That's your body. That's the thing that you have to do to your body, not to a car which you can buy another one, or a phone, or a piece of clothes that you can change. Your body is there with you. Take care of your body and listen to your body. Love your body. The way you are, you're perfect. You don't have to change to please. Now slowly, slowly take a deep inhale. We're not going to downward facing dog. We are shifting our weight to the left hip. We're bringing our right leg all the way to the front. Okay. We'll put the blocks away for the time. So we won't hit them. Okay. Bring your left leg under, your right leg across. We're going to see the twist, sit nice and tall. You can extend the left leg all the way to the front of the mat. You can have a hug wrap around your left hand, wraps around your right knee, or maybe pushes, and then by lengthening, extending, we turn all the way. Chest. We turn from the mid-abs, midsection, opening the chest, taking the shoulders. Last thing to come is our head. You can have your variation of twist. You can have it lying down on the floor, or you can have it seated up, or you can have it round. Some people prefer having it like half lotus and turning, and that's fine. Do your variation. Take an inhale, slowly, slowly unwind, keeping your right leg on top. Walk it and make your knees aligned on top of each other. Hips are on the floor in a cow face. Full pose, or in yin yoga we call it shoelace. Both of your feet are flexed. Inhale here, you can stay here, or slowly, slowly hinge forwards all the way to the front. This is not accessible, you can stay in easy pose or sukhasana or any other variation. Maybe figure 4, thread the needle, could do as well. Now take your hands back, take an inhale, step back with your hands, lean back and unfold. Switching across. Remember, you can have this position, you can have half lotus, and inhale up with the half lotus or whatever variation. Exhale, twist. First twist, find your place, and then wrap around if you have it. Now slowly come back up, and now walk your left leg all the way to top of your right, and cow face pose. Take an inhale, lengthen. Exhale, walk your hands forwards and fold. Keeping your hips, your anchors, your foundation firm to the ground. Slowly walk yourself back up, and now place your hands behind your back, under the shoulders, or a little bit back. Extend your legs all the way forward. Maybe tap, tap, tap. Your hands could be facing forwards or facing to the back. What we're going to do, walk your hands away from your back, opening the chest here. Inhale and exhale. And now relax and fold one vertebra at a time all the way to Shavasana. Release, relax. Close your eyes. Your legs are apart. Your palms to the sky. Your shoulders are away from your ears. Your jaw is relaxed. And your tongue is away from your teeth. You're not going to use that muscle, so relax that muscle. Relax the space between your eyebrows. Relax your neck. Make sure not to take the neck all the way back, straightening the neck. So just a little tuck, neck in line. Feel the curve of the spine. You can support your knees with blocks just under to protect your back. We're staying here for 3-5 minutes, so please be patient with us. Relax, release. Try to just be calm. And whenever a thought comes to your mind, just observe it. You don't have to do anything. No action is required whatsoever. Observe it and then come back to your body, to your breath. You can scan your body from head to toe, or you can count your breath, checking your inhales and exhales. That way you can just disconnect for a while from the world and its responsibilities. Being with yourself, with your inner self. Usually people ignore Shavasana. For me, it's the most important asana of the practice, especially after having a dynamic movement. The body needs to relax, and that's when you have connected your breath with your movement, and now you're going to a higher level of yoga, where you're studying your emotions, your rational, your mental conscious, you're, you're studying who you are here. We're getting to know ourselves. Every day we hear on the radio station things, we hear from people from around us things, and we try to obey and do whatever they feel like, whether we're convinced in it or not. We're doing something that we're not we. It's not us. This is a time to get back to our roots, to our ethics, to our who we are, reminding ourselves and practicing them. I wish we can see the heart of each one of us. So if anyone encounters another one in life and just understand what they feel and how they think of that thing, of what's going on in their life, the world will be better, be kinder, more compassionate, and more loving. So always think of the person in front of you has his own hangs, has his own worries, has his own perceptions, has his own things that he might be aware of or not. If he's aware, I'm sure they'll change it. So they're not aware. You are aware maybe of yourself because you study yourself. You have the chance. So just understand them and try to guide them. Not by dictating or giving lectures and tutoring them, just by being a good example that they would like to be with and learn from. Keeping that in mind, hug your knees to your chest and rock back and forth all the way to cross-legged seated position, keeping your eyes closed. Bring both palms to the heart, bow the head down, open your eyes, and Namaste. Thank you for being with me. I hope that you've enjoyed the practice. See you again on the mat. Stay well, stay safe, yogis. Be well. See you later. Bye.